Gotta at least let the beat kick in, right? There we go. Good morning, good morning. Sunday morning stream. This is the scheduled time, give or take, I guess. And you'll have to give me grace that I hope to be going live every single Sunday morning. And I'm shooting for 1 to 2 weekdays, and I'm going to try to get a schedule firmed up and then stick to it. I have a full-time job, I have a family, so I'm going to do my best to stick to it. Things will inevitably come up, and but we're gonna get together at least every Sunday morning, and then our regular Saturday morning streams with DFS and Donuts will be happening every week, all summer long. And we hope this time works for people. We're gonna try to maintain consistency and find some W's today. All right, so let's get after it here. So I've got Prizepicks pulled up. I was looking at Chet Holmgren lines, and to be honest with you, I wanted his rebounds, but I can see that when they released it, either they released it at 8 or it's already bumped to 8. More than likely it bumped to 8 already. I wanted over 7.5. So what I'm going to do here is I'm not going to play a bumped line. I also was interested a little bit in his points, but I'm going to do a little shopping here. So I'm going to go over to the mysparryedge.com odds finder here, and I'm going to pull up the NBA odds. I usually sort by highest implied probability, but for this, it doesn't necessarily matter as much. And then I'm going to sort by pick'em site for Prizepicks. Actually, you know what? I want to see all the lines for this, but I'm going to type in Holmgren, and let's see. Rebound 7.5. Yep, bumped on Underdog. It's Prizepicks is bumped as well, as we saw. Parlay play minus 130 on FanDuel. And we've talked about this a little bit, is that FanDuel seems to be sharp, and they'll be the first to bump. And the fact that they're not up with the rest of the market is interesting. But the other sharp book, Pinnacle, minus 152. I like this right here on FanDuel at a minus 130. I am going to make that on FanDuel my first official play here. And let me see if I can let's see if I can just pull this up in the right window here. That's not doing it. Private little Discord there. Let's see here. And I want to put this in as an official pick. All right, so Chet Holmgren. Over 7.5 rebounds, minus 130 on FanDuel is the first official pick today. That is a fantastic play. And as you can see, the other books have already bumped it, and that is unfortunate. I wanted to see if I could find that on Prizepicks right off the bat. I open this. Let's make sure this is refreshed. All right, so we're going to move on from the Chet Holmgren line. But they are, let me see, hold on. Actually, before I move on one more time, let me just give you guys a little bit more. All right, so they're playing Toronto tonight, and Toronto is bottom 10 in the league versus centers over the last 15 and bottom 8 over the last 7. So that is a delicious matchup. And Chet, being one of the long, tall, athletic freaks, will be gobbling up rebounds tonight, in my opinion. Definitely shop the lines if you see this later today, though. All right, so we're going to go to the next pick that I was hoping. Let's see. Again, I pulled these picks up. I did a little late night degenerate stream and research, and I don't know if these plays have bumped or not. So let's take a look for another one. I think is Harden going to be on here? He is. 4.5 rebounds. Beautiful. All right, so this one, I'll say I don't love it as much as the Chet Holmgren one, but I was doing a little bit of research on Harden. Let me see if I can pull him up here again from last night. So Harden is, I love it even more. Yeah, Harden's been he's been alternating between shooting guard and point guard, and his matchup is fantastic for both of them. Miami is worst in the league versus opposing shooting guard rebounds over the last 7, bottom 5 in the league over the last 15, bottom 3 in the last 30 if he's playing the shooting guard role. And it's not much worse if he plays point guard tonight. I think my guess for lineups, and let's see if they're out already, if they have anything on it. They probably don't. My guess is Man starts at point guard. Okay, so they think that maybe Harden starts at point guard. But the last few games, Man has started at point guard. Let's see. All right, so the last game the last one on the 31st at least, Man started at point guard. James Harden played shooting guard. And again, the last 5, it looks like before that, James Harden played the 2. So I like this matchup. I like it either way. Again, not as much potentially as the Chet one, but I think this is a great play because they are it's a fantastic matchup. Harden's been playing good minutes. We know he's a triple-double threat, at least back in the day when James Harden was the focal point. Now, not so much. However, he knows how to rebound as long as he's not feeling lazy and he's actually chasing rebounds. I think this is a good play on Prizepicks. So wait, let me stop there. I have done a bad job of telling you that if you're here, if you're watching, whether this is your first time here, you've watched a couple of my previous videos on DFS and Donuts stream, please hit the like button, subscribe, leave comments. I appreciate your comments. I am happy to answer comments in here, by the way. I probably should say that off the bat. I just think it's assumed, but if you have player prop lines that you're looking at or you're interested in, feel free to shoot them out here and I will try to get to them. And yeah, I'm happy to look at that. I'm happy to go over any player props that you want to as well. So yeah, please like, subscribe, comment. I appreciate it. All right, let's see here. I set this up yesterday too. Let's see. Look at that. There it is. In case I forget, I was like, this could help. In case I'm not doing a good job, got a little ticker. Although on mobile, it's probably pretty small. So we'll take that away for you. Look at this. I'm having fun. I'm learning things. All right, let's go. Let's see. So that was the other one I like. And I believe, I don't think Siakam was on here, right? Okay, Siakam's not on here. But you know what? Before we proceed too far away from James Harden, just curious to see what he is. And guys, I don't think I mentioned it, but I should have. This tool, totally free. Yeah, this is what it was basically last night. Basically, it's split. So if you have to play it on a sports book, if you only have flip, it's a minus 125 on the over. I think he reaches this no problem. Again, I like the homegrown play a little bit more. So if you wanted to pick one out, play the homegrown one. But I mean, we know Harden can get rebounds. The guy used to eat triple doubles all the time. But different team, different dynamic, lazy James. And but best odds, I had a minus 108 on FanDuel. All right, let's see what Siakam on here. Siakam is on here. And points and rebounds is what I was looking at here. So again, guys, look at this. Tool's free. You literally type the player in, type in the category you're looking for, and it looks like none of the books really have them. Ooh, it's 28.5 now, though it was 20. Or I'm sorry, it's 29.5. Was 28.5. Parlay play. Love this line on parlay play. So if you have access to that book, guys, if you click any of these links, by the way, on this site, it'll take you right there. And I think you get a free $100 to the site. So, I mean, free site, free $100, free. So, all right. That is another one. I'm going to have to be looking for that throughout the day because that is a line I'd like to get, but I wanted at 28.5. Not sure I really like it at 29.5. I could consider a half unit, but I'd have to look into that a little bit more. So just to go over a little bit of news for the day, let's see what we got here. It is Sunday. It's Sunday, guys. Sunday NBA is volatile. Guys sit. Guys are, I don't know if they're hungover from the night before, but Sunday is just like an odd day. Even the weekend really is just an odd day for NBA. So play cautiously. Keep that in mind, guys. Guys could get ruled out. Cade Cunningham for Detroit, game time decision. Zubac, game time decision for the Clippers. We're going to get more news than this too, so I'm just going to give you the news as it is updated as of now. LaMelo's obviously out for the Hornets. Gordon Hayward, game time decision with a calf injury. His usage is at like 22%, so that's not insignificant. Miles Turner for Indiana, game time decision with his ankle. Halliburton, game time decision with his hamstring, although I think that's been there for a little bit and he's kind of been playing through it. I know some of these guys, like Halliburton, in order to be considered for year-long awards, have to play a certain amount of games. So I know that's coming into effect. Some of the players have been complaining about that, but, I don't hate the rule. Maybe they need to adjust the threshold of games in order to meet the rule, but I think as far as the rule goes, it's not a bad rule. And let's see, any other news? Rudy Gobert, game time decision. That would be interesting to take a look and see how that would affect the rebounds for some other guys out there. Obviously, Gobert is a rebounding machine. So that's just something to think about, something I will probably be keeping an eye on. And that looks like that's really it for the big news of the day. So, guys, if you're, again, if you're new here, please hit the like button, subscribe, leave a comment, because I will be doing this pretty frequently the next summer and maybe even ramping it up. We're going to be looking at Underdog best ball, so I'll pull that up next. Did Bam? Oh, no, Siakam. Okay, I want to see when Siakam's line comes out. So there's your James Harden pick right there. Let's go over to Underdog. So if you're not familiar with best ball is a set it and forget it type format. You draft your team, and then the algorithm punches it in based on how many points each guy scores. It takes the highest scores from your team and plugs that into your roster. So, you don't have to worry about having a guy on the bench that blows up for 50 points. If that happens, that guy is in your starting lineup, which is great. It's nice for people that are busy, that don't want to be setting their lineups every week. If you are a person that has drafted a NFL season-long team and then forgot to set your lineups or update it, this is for you. So this is Underdog Fantasy. If you're new here, I should try to get a code to it. But I know, as I said, if you go back to my Spari, I'm sure there's a code. Yep, right there, free money there. So just click that and sign up. They have a contest going. It's called the Big Board. It is a pre-draft best ball. You could do 30 seconds per pick, 8 hours per pick. So if you're busy, 8 hours per pick might be for you. Right now, it's only 7.4% filled. It's filled about 0.5%, I think, since yesterday even. So it's definitely, people are definitely entering it. There's the payout structure. Daily NBA draft too for $5. I was thinking we should start doing those on show. Yeah, I was thinking about doing a draft like the first 2 or 3 rounds this morning, actually. So we'll see. But yeah, that's the payout structure. It's very top heavy. I mean, you go from, if you're first place, you get 200 grand. If you're 101st place, you get $1,500. So it's definitely top heavy. But this is a draft that I will be looking to start entering. I don't know if I'm going to max enter it. We max entered, or almost, we tried to max enter the BBM4 last year, which is their big draft, which I think first place is like $3 million potentially, or $1 million or something like that. So we're going to be looking to start entering these, doing some streams. We'll definitely do some drafts on stream. We're going to be doing rankings, cheat sheets, stuff like that. EA Jack says, caught me while I was in the shower. Listen, happy to have you, buddy. Sunday morning stream. This is the first one. Probably will be short, unless I jump into the first 3 rounds of a draft. Does anybody have any interest in it? I mean, if I do 30 seconds, then I got to make sure I don't forget to finish it out. But I wasn't planning on being on stream too much more. I probably check out Paul George over. Oh, yeah. Okay. I know you posted that. I don't want to jump all over your plate, but that one. Well, let's do it. Let's pivot. Hard pivot. No soft pivot here. Yes. All right, Jack. We'll do it then. We'll be doing it. I don't know. I'll say I don't know if I'm going to do it right now, just for time, but I absolutely will do that next Sunday. Next Sunday is Super Bowl. We'll make it work. We'll make it happen. I'm going to be doing them all the time too. So, all right, we'll definitely get into that. As long as people want to see it, I'm going to do it because I think it's super fun and I enjoy it. All right, rebounds and assists. Let's see what we got here. 6.5. Starting to bump. Wait, no. Yep, starting to bump here. 6.5 rebounds and assists. 7 on Underdog Fantasy. Don't have updated lines yet. I'm just curious if it maybe just came out here. Rebounds and assists. Nope. See? Look at that. The odds finder knows all, guys. The odds finder knows all. Um, minus 154. Yikes. Minus 130 on Flip, though. So right now, that is your best bet. So if you have Flip and you don't have access to one of these other books, that is the book for you, ladies and gentlemen. That is the book for you. So yeah, I mean, you talked about it. I mean, I don't have to get into too much analysis because the boss says, the expert says that is the play, and I'm just gonna run with it. You say jump, I say how high, so I'm gonna just. I bet last night, so like I'll be honest with you, my money's already on it, so that's how I feel about it. But 6.5, holy smokes, why is that? That's interesting. And the line's down. It looks like the line's down from where it was. Maybe in late January, it was like probably 7.5 or something, 8.5 potentially, and now it's 6.5. Yeah, he is. It's a good matchup. Let me look at the positional thing. But I mean, he's over in the 8 of his last 10. That's the first thing that's easy to see and stands out. Do I have that open? I don't have it open. All right, we're gonna open a new window here. Let's see here. Defense per position. What is PG here? PG. All right, last 7. What do we say they're playing tonight? They are playing the Heat. Jimmy Luscious Hair Butler. All right, let's see what we got here. Rebounds and assists. Miami Heat. Oh, wait. I already did this research. I did the research for the rebounds already. Yeah, Miami, not a great rebounding matchup. It appears that they are a little bit more juicy for shooting guards, for sure, actually. But still a good matchup. Middle of the road as far as positional, but that line should be a point higher for sure based on trends and where the line has been. So yeah, like I said, guys, I already put my money on that. Do your research today as this gets updated and more books, more books pop up, and then we see the line move a little bit. But 6.5 is great. And what was the other one you wanted me to see? Let's see. What was the other one? Jokic over 21.5 rebounds and assists. All right, let me pull that up. Jokic, Nikolai, rebounds and assists, 21.5. Okay, this one's still viable. FanDuel, what are you doing, FanDuel? What are you doing? I always love to see FanDuel's line bump. That's like a affirmation for me, a pat on the back. All right, so these books are awesome. So this one's good everywhere. This one's available everywhere. All right, let's take a look. So Jokic, I'll have centers been. I don't know. We don't have that yet. Centers against the Portland Trailblazers. Let's see what we got here. So we're going to look at some past data here. Centers. I mean, really though, Jokic is not the same as all these other guys. I mean, you're talking about an elite talent at center here. All right, against the Trailblazers. Trailblazers look like they're like dead center. Rebounds against centers. Assists. Let's see. Wow. Second worst in the league, though, against giving up assists to centers at 6.51 per game. Let's take a look. That's over the last 7. Let's take a look at the last 15. Middle of the road, last 15. Let's see rebounds. Okay. So the last 7, it looks like they've been a little bit better against center rebounds. Like I said, like middle of the road. Now they're like top 7 worst over the last 15. I'm curious if we stretch it out a little bit. Yeah, they basically the same thing. They fall maybe back to like the 12th worst. So definitely a good matchup, not like, top 5. But again, we're talking about Nikolai Jokic here. He is a beast. I think that's a great play. And it's not one that I have more research on, that I've been looking into more. But again, also, I follow DFS and Donuts. If he tells me it's a great play, it's a great play, and my money's on it. So that's the truth of it right there. Like I said, we look for, is it a top 5 worst matchup, top 10? What have their last 7 games been? What have they been on the season, to see if there's any recency trends there? And it looks like a pretty good matchup all the way through. So yeah, that's something that I definitely will be looking at, and I'm curious to see if the lines move a little bit based on money coming in. All right, let me go back. Tyler Harrow's over 3.5 points, which is one more I was just curious about, and I just wanted to do a little research here, and let's see. I like that. And then wow, interesting. So I'll be honest and say that I was interested in looking at the over. Heavy juice to the under though. But so listen, that initially is like, okay, let me make sure this one's right before I put a ton of money on it or something. However, we did get plus odds yesterday on Steph Curry's 4.5 3-point made over on the over, and we hit it. So don't be afraid of plus odds, guys. I mean, listen, if anything is better for you. However, that means more than likely that if that was the initial odd or odds, that the odds might not be in your favor and that the money might not be coming in your favor. So it's just something that's worth diving into. So that's something. Whoops, we don't need to see the news. Look at that. I'm going to look real quick at that, and that'll probably be Tyler Harrell 3.5. I mean, he's been right there. He hit the over in 4 of his last 6, missed the last 2 games, but got 2 and 3. So he was on the cusp. And I thought, yeah, he just shot less in that game on the 31st against Sacramento. He just shot less. He just didn't shoot at all. He took 4 3-pointers and 9 shots total, but he averages about 14. He averages like 14 shots per game. Let's see. So I'm just curious. I mean, so if he's shooting the ball, yeah, then he hits in the last 6 of 10. With that one being a close under at 3. I mean, I'll have to go back and see why he didn't shoot. Maybe they were playing. Who are they playing that didn't shoot? Maybe they were playing a team that closes out well on the 3-point line. Toronto. I don't know off the top of my head if they do. Let's see. Oh, you know what? Let's just see who else has hit the over against Miami. So they've had a couple of guys go over recently. Kobe White, Benedict Mathurin, and Josh Richardson all hit the over. Harrow did play them on the 31st and finished with 2. So that's worth noting. He hit the under there. Yeah, I'll have to look into it. I'm not making that a pick for sure, just so you guys know. So I'll have to take a look at that. That was something that I thought was interesting last night. I was kind of hoping it would open up at 2.5, but it opened up at 3.5. So I'll take a look at it. Guys, this is totally free, literally free. I mean, why would you ever play less than optimal odds? You're only losing your own money, really. I mean, if you could get this at a minus 110 and you're playing it at minus 140, you're only hurting your own pockets. I don't think that got too loud, I hope, but wake up a little bit. Sunday morning, wake up. So we talked about Underdog. I don't really have another play. I wish there was something else. I'm going to watch for Siakam on here. Yeah, he's not showing up. I mean, there wasn't anything else that I identified ahead of time. Normally on some Sunday mornings, I'll probably start diving in to finding plays with you guys. Minus 120. Look at this. J-Step. You're the best, J-Step. You are the best. Look at this. All the Sunday morning support. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Maybe Sunday morning is going to be bountiful. A bountiful harvest for us. I'm excited. You know what? I know we pulled it up, but I'm just curious. Yeah, the Jokic rebounds and assists is available here, right? Yeah. There you go. You know what, though? I will say, did we have Chet on here? No. That got bumped. I almost like his points better. Probably not great, but, I don't hate it. What was another one? Oh, we had Paul George is not going to be, yeah. Interesting. His points. Look at this. I said I was done and I was going to get off. And now here I am tinkering. No, I don't want that. No. Let's see. Wow. Paul George is first half points have been under quite a bit lately. Whoops. What is that? What is the reason for that? Oh, he just played less minutes. I'm gonna have to go back and look why that is. You know what? What if Zubac misses today? Does that change anything? Probably not a lot, but I mean, when he gets the minutes, he hits the over, but he hasn't been getting the minutes, so he's been under. I don't know. Just curious. I was curious here. I don't like that. Just curious. I don't know if I'm going to play this or not, but wow. It's 9.5 here? Huh. What did I say? Did I say news on him? Look at this. I don't remember. Why has he been not playing the rotations? I might look at his rotations after the stream and see if there's a reason. Oh, he was. Okay. Yeah, so he was. Okay. He has been injured. What was his injury? Is he okay? Oh, his groin. Pulled his groin. Not on the injury report as of February 1st. So he's back. So maybe they're creeping up his minutes. They stayed consistent. 13.7, 13.9. When's the last time the Clippers played? They played a couple of days ago, right? They played. I don't have to update. Okay. I'm very interested. Okay. I think I'm going to play this one here. And I'm going to post it for fun into the Discord. Okay. All right. I'm going to play that one. I like that. His points are like 2 points lower than I thought they should be. He has been slow in the last few games, but man, I'm going to have to look into that a little bit more, but I'm going to play that. I'm going to play it. I'll play it light. I play Prizepicks light, guys, by the way. I'm just going to be honest with you. Prizepicks is tough. They adjust their lines all the time. They're the first to bump. I mean, that's why we use this odds shopper tool before we play. You can go in and sort right by Prizepicks and just start scrolling down and looking for. You want to find decimal places. You don't want to play these even lines right here. You don't want to touch them. Prizepicks is tough. These books bump first, so I don't play Prizepicks a ton, and I play it pretty light usually. You know, the Demon the Goblin thing, whatever. Like, I know they added it. Like, I don't, too many thrills. Call me old fashioned. But here, I think it makes me a little bit more comfortable on his points. As I said, I wanted his rebounds, but his rebounds already bumped to 8, so I'm not going to touch that. So this is another one I was looking at that I had a note on. So I mean, right there, like I could play that. I think I'm going to play that, and but I'm going to play it light. I play it pretty light, guys. So I like to invest my money more heavily on sports books, and that is what I'll be doing here. Terry Rozier, Harrow's been launching threes. Woo. Let me know. Growing injury off the injury report last game for the first time in a week, but sucked. Okay. Like it. Yeah, I like this then. All right, that's going to be my play. I'm going to post it in Discord. Guys, I am going to get off. I said I would keep it short. I did not keep it that short. I will be doing a Underdog. Listen, if next week's stream has to be longer, I will carve out that time. I got to prep for Super Bowl, like most of you probably, or unless you're going somewhere else, which good on you, because that's the way to do it. Go to somebody else's house, make them cook, eat the food, watch the game, leave a mess, and leave. But I am going to be hosting Super Bowl, so I will have to be doing some cooking, but I will have time to carve out a stream. We'll do NBA stuff a little bit, but we'll do more of the Underdog, best ball. We'll do a draft live. I mean, we'll do at least the first maybe 5-10 rounds, something like that. And you listen, I'm in the Discord. If you guys want to see something specific, leave a comment on this YouTube video after. Subscribe, like. I know all that stuff boosts the algorithm. I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys sticking around. I'm going to get out of here. Let's see if I can beautifully send us off with a little music. Enjoy your Sunday, you degenerate. Bye.